Welcome to the Moore Realtors Weekly St. Louis Real Estate Market Update. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the brokers at Moore, and if you'll give me a few minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis housing market. Let's jump right in with the real estate news. Here are a few of the headlines from this past week from St. Louis's best local source for news and information on the St. Louis real estate market, stlouisrealestatenews.com. There's an article on the Home Affordable Refinance Program, HARP. It's something that came out a couple of years ago, offered the ability for people that are underwater to refinance, and they've extended the program and eased the guidelines. So some good information there, particularly if you're underwater on your mortgage. Another article, not so positive, on St. Louis home prices falling in August, which was in contrast to the U.S. home prices that actually increased during the month. A report on new home sales numbers that came out in September showing that home sales had ticked up a little bit. Unfortunately, still on track to be the worst year ever. And speaking of home sales, existing home sales in September fell as well, and it was the third consecutive month of decline. You can get this and a whole lot more at stlouisrealestatenews.com. Now let's jump into the market data. These first few slides I'm going to show, this is very comprehensive data for the entire St. Louis MSA, so the entire St. Louis metro area, including all the counties surrounding St. Louis, as well as those over on the east side into Illinois. So a comprehensive look at the overall market. This is all real-time data too. All this stuff's available on our website. We've got an immense amount of data available for you at mo-re.com. That's mo like Missouri dash re like real estate.com. There you can get all sorts of market data, reports emailed to you automatically weekly, keeping you up to date. Whether you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, just a nosy person wants to know what's going on with your neighbor's property, whatever. We got it all. So check it out. Here's some of the data, though. We see median prices currently in the metro area, $164,000. That most expensive listing at $43 million. I don't know. I got to check into that. Average days on market, 136. Median asking price per square foot, about $94 a foot, and a bunch more data there. Let's zoom on down here to our market action index. It has ticked up lately. It is at 14 currently, and a quick reminder on this, if this was a 30, this would be a perfectly balanced market. There's a lot of things that go into this market action index. We look at the inventory, home prices, how long homes have been on the market, the relationship of homes coming on the market versus home selling, all of that. If it was a 30, it'd be a nice balanced market. It wouldn't be favoring buyers or sellers. Anything above a 30, it's a seller's market, baby, like back in 06, seems like so long ago. And the higher it goes above 30 up to 60, just the hotter the market is. Conversely, the lower it goes below 30, it is a buyer's market, and the lower it goes towards 0, the colder it is. So we've been in a pretty cold market. This next chart here shows this index was just started back in 08, and it shows what it's done since then, and clearly it has been on the decline, hit rock bottom here back in summer of 2010, peaked earlier this year, then dipped down. But we can see here, though, last few weeks it's been doing well. We went from back in the summer being around a 12.5 up to 14, so that's kind of positive. Here, this just shows the same thing, the market action index for the 4 quadrants of the market. The top fourth the top quarter of home prices, the lowest quarter, and then the 2 quarters in the middle. And we can see that regardless of price range, from the lowest to the highest, all of them, this index is ticking upward. Okay, and this shows the median price trend for the St. Louis metro area. The orange line shows a longer term trend. It's a 90-day average, so it averages the prices over a 90-day period. And we can see that this is for the past year. We can see in the past year prices dipped in the winter, peaked in summer, just like we'd expect, and they've been falling off going into fall. The black line is just a 7-day average, so it's quicker to show where the market's going to go, and you can see, like back here in March, it started going upward while the 90-day average was still trending downward, but ultimately the black line was leading us where we were going. So, having said that, it looks like, according to this black line, things are going into the tank. What this actually is, we'll see we'll see this balance out over the next couple of weeks, but there's been a ton more data added to what this is pulled from, and it's throwing off the 7-day average. But going forward, it'll help us tweak this and just be that much more accurate on the data. Now I'm going to get into zoom in on the core of our market, which is I call it the St. Louis 5-county area. It's the city of St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County. It's the 5 counties where the bulk of the St. Louis area home sales on the Missouri side of the river are made. And so all of the following charts are based upon data from those counties combined. This first one here shows the number of sales and the average sales price. The blue bars are the number of sales. We never look at the current month because sales are reported after they actually close, and sometimes up to 7 to 10 days afterwards. So we'll ignore October for now. But looking at September, we can see where September closed out a little better than July. August was doing better, and June was the big month. And the green line represents average sales prices. We can see that dropping to about the $150,000 range. And you might say, whoa, that's quite a bit different than the the prior chart I showed with median prices at like 164. Now remember, these are two different things. The charts I'm showing now, or this particular chart, is based upon actual sold prices, and it's just this 5-county area. That MSA chart that showed the 164, that is current list prices, and houses aren't selling for what they're listed at, so that's the first thing that makes it different. It's also a much bigger area. And we can see in terms of number of sales, September was somewhere around the probably the 1,800 mark. This next chart here, this shows the median home sales prices and the time it took for them to sell for the 5-county area. The green line represents the sales prices, blue line how long it takes them to sell. And we can see the green line, the prices have bounced around, once again peaked in the summer, been dropping since, going down to September here to the low point. Now we can see here that's about 120,000 on median home price. Again, you might ask, hey, you just showed me a second ago the average sales price was 150. We're talking averages and medians here. It gets a little bit confusing, which is why it's great to have all the data that's available to us today, particularly courtesy of the internet. But this is why you really need a professional to help you interpret the data and apply it to your situation. And this is whether it's the stock market, real estate, or whatever. And that's what we're here for, is to take all this data that we have available and what's going on in the market and help you understand it and apply it to your situation. So again, this is median. So we can see that's coming at about 120. The days on market has steadily been increasing. It hit a low of almost 60 back in spring, and now is back up over 80 days to sell. This here is a chart that shows the ratio of the prices homes are actually selling for versus what they were listed for. And I look at this two ways. The blue line is that ratio based upon what the house was listed at the time it sold, so after any adjustments to price, while it was sitting on the market. The green line shows the final price in relation to what it was originally listed at, the house was originally listed at. So this is not a chart that shows what home values are. This is more a scorecard for how good a job are the listing agents doing in educating sellers and helping them price their property, their homes appropriately coming out on the market. This is the wrong market to come out on the overpriced in. It is the kiss of death, and agents that don't understand the market, that don't have the tools available to really know what prices should be, are really going to do you some harm. This is where you need agents like, quite frankly, that we have at Moore. They can understand this and help you price the market right from this, price your home properly for the market right from the start. We can see the blue line, homes are selling pretty consistently for the past few months at about 96% of what they were currently listed for. That wouldn't be so bad if they were selling for 96% of the original list price. Unfortunately, this is after they've sat on the market, prices have been reduced on them, and overall home prices continuing to go down. So while you're sitting on the market, overpriced to start with, your house is worth less every day you sit there. We can see the green line really shows kind of a bad job being done. Homes are only selling for about 90% of what they were originally listed for, which means they're just being grossly overpriced. This here is a chart that shows just a history of median home prices and median list prices and sales prices in the St. Louis 5-county area over the past 10 years. Blue line represents list prices, green line sales prices. We can see the peak back there in good old 2006, the height of the market. And we can see that as we're going forward farther into 2011, just a bigger and bigger gap between list prices and sales prices, and this is really bad. Again, this is a bad indicator as to how agents are doing, listing agents are doing, and how well sellers are being educated. And I realize some of you sellers are kind of stubborn, but that's where having a professional comes in. And here's something I did also this week. I wanted to look at this a little closer. If you could see this line here, I drew a horizontal line at the point we're at right now for 2011 to bring it back, and you can see that the actual sales prices right now, it's just almost perfectly smack dab back where we were 2002, so 9 years ago. Pretty much the same as what we're seeing nationally, but there you go, that's for here. Okay, and this is what I've given you here is just as quick as I can, a quick overview of the St. Louis market. We have a whole lot more we can do for you at More Realtors, and pardon me, we have charts and data available like what I've shown you here for every neighborhood in St. Louis. We have real-time information. We've got the most comprehensive data and information you'll find anywhere, and we have the most experienced professionals that understand that data and can interpret it and know the market. I've got 30 plus years experience in the market. My partner, you see there, John Williams, has almost 30 years experience, and we've got some great professionals that are part of our team. And in addition, we've got this, you see it in the upper right hand corner here, we've got a newsletter that's worth subscribing to. It comes out via email monthly. You can subscribe to that on our website at mo-re.com. You can also subscribe to it on stlouisrealestatenews.com. There's in the right hand corner a big red box or form to submit to subscribe to that. It's filled with a lot of useful information and also some tools and tips. You'll see here too, we've got this market update video is available via podcast now. Go to iTunes, the iTunes store, search St. Louis Market Update, look for that arch there, and you can subscribe to this, and you'll get them automatically via podcast. You can also get these this market update video on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/morerealtors, M-O-R-E Realtors, and you can get it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/morerealtors. You can get it on our website, mo-re.com. Who knows where all you can get it. Anyway, just get it. We're here to help you. Please contact us with any or all of your real estate needs. You can contact me. My direct line is 314-332-1012. John is at 314-414-4114. Email either one of us with our first names at mo-re.com, Dennis at mo-re.com. And that's it. Here's the legal stuff. You can read that at your leisure. And until next week, hope you have a great week. God bless you, and I'll talk to you next week.